And, Coach, we are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the New Orleans Saints. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Let's go. 18, Gator. 59. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch 61. Match box. Go.
Off the play fake. Bartlett. Throw left side complete. That's Lamb. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a third down. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Now this time he'll look to throw. He's got his tight end Fant. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Let's go. Let's do this.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw. Bartlett. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here, too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, Bartlett. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
I'll go special. I'll go special.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that. Up a 3rd and 10.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back.
Check. Ankle. Crunch. All goes first off.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. Forced out to his left. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
It's a turnover on downs.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh. General West. Bravo. Switch it.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
Watch the eye. 80 weapons. On the ball.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 15 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field and, of course, for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Check. Zebra.
On the ground, it's Cook. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
3 bucks.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And that's caught by Smith. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play.
56. Check 56. Jump.
1st and 10 at the 40.
On 1st down, Wilson being chased out left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Hey, we got a seal.
On second down now. It's Cook, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready?
56, and it's getting in home.
Good job right there.
25, check 25.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. To throw is Wilson. Buying time to Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here. Punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away. Let your defense take over with better field position.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
On third down, here's Lindsey. And just shedding him off there. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Philip Lindsey with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on third down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
They go play action here on first down. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
First down,
Ready?
Cowboys.
18 Gator.
Check 56.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. It's their quarterback with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 21-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all of these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On second down, it's Cook. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Right now, I'm just wondering where they turn on offense, Charles. I know we're not in the 4th quarter, but 2nd quarter haven't scored and struggling to move the ball.
I don't think they abandoned the run game totally, but maybe you change up your tempos. Maybe you go a little bit faster, try and catch them back on their heels a little bit to try and accomplish what you want to get done.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Set, ready? 15, line it. 15 line.
Watch tight end.
Hey, Sam off. Hey, Foxtrot. Deep grip.
Following the fumble recovery, Bartlett stepping up. He'll try and run. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Travel.
Shit. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
2nd and 4. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tyreek Hill, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Gano the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right? Yeah, I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, and the pressure gets to him again. Grady Jarrett able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Throwing is Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. It's hauled in by Shepard. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flushed out right, and his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there, and now it's 2nd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They run it again with Cook.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
It's 4th down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Dancing to his left. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they have had success when he keeps the ball running it, but not in that situation. I mean, I think we got an example of why NFL coaches really don't like their quarterback in the running game.
Because whether he keeps it or not, he's likely going to take a hit, isn't he?
No doubt about it. And defenses, they're looking to put that hit on a quarterback.
On second down, a run with Lindsey. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Cowboys. Phillip Lindsay, his 21st touchdown of the season as his guys continue to pour it on. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? You know, because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Play action. Now Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Aaron Lynch, the former USF Bull.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Lindsey. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Back now here live in New Orleans. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
61, matchbox lights. Hey, Delta. 5.
Looking to throw. Bartlett to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
From the gun on third down. Bartlett looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the...
And it'll be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Now Wilson on first down. Flush to his right. And he whips that one incomplete there. Dalvin Cook is running back, the intended target. But it's going to be second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The Saints on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7.
95.
To throw is Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. Forced out to his left. It's caught. Shepard. Finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 54 yards. Here's Wilson to throw. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Get ready.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. And to give this time to the tailback. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. On third down, they go Montgomery. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. David Montgomery. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
On the counter, Lindsey. Oh, what a juke into space. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. Another good carry there for the NFL's 2nd leading rusher, and we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
Well, I'm just going to tell you point blank, it doesn't matter whether he's 1st or 2nd or even 3rd in the league in rushing yardage. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards and the impact he has on his ball club.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, You're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. On second down now, it's Lindsey. Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be third down. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Back to throw. Bartlett. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. On fourth down, Bartlett. Escaping the pressure right. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Touchdown, Dallas.
He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he's trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Ready.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. We you know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Dallas, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Saints, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.